Hello and welcome to my channel, the place where I take you on RV tours, campground tours, to hiking destinations, and so much more. Now look what just arrived. This is the Greenland 13,500 BTU inverter RV air conditioner with heat pump. This will be replacing the Furrion ChillCube 18,000 BTU inverter AC that I recently installed on my adventure van. Click on the link above to see that installation and why I'm replacing it. My goal is to find an AC unit that is capable of cooling my adventure van while conserving power. I will be installing significantly more solar on the roof, and I need an AC unit that is low profile so that I can possibly install solar panels over the top of it. I will also be significantly increasing my power storage capacity, but that's for another video. So in this video, I will show the removal of the Furrion ChillCube and the installation of the Greenland TurBro. This unit came with the air distribution box, and it's for non-ducted AC applications only, which is perfect for my adventure van. So let's get started. So I went to my local hardware store and rented this material lift. It is well worth the money. It's only about $50 for half a day and $100 for a full day, and it's well worth it. So first I'm going to disconnect the power to the van, and then I'm going to get started. So here's a comparison of the GE unit that came with the adventure van and the Greenland TurBro that I will be installing, so you can see the differences. All right, so let's start by removing the screws. There are 4 that need to be removed. There's 2 here and I believe 2 more inside. Now I'm going to remove the cover and disconnect the wiring. So now I need to remove the electrical box so I can get to the wiring, and there are 3 screws that I have to remove. So now I can disconnect the wiring. I've got some lever clips so I can just easily unclip it. Now that I've got the wires disconnected, I am going to remove these 4 bolts that is holding the roof AC to this distribution box. Now that I've got the 4 bolts removed, I'm going to remove the distribution box and set that aside, and you can see now the AC is loose. Okay, so now it's ready to be removed from the roof, so let's go get the lift. So now, as you can see, I've got the AC unit on the lift and it's ready to come down. Here you can see the 3 AC units lined up side by side. Let's go ahead and get the TurBro on the roof. Here you can see I've got it all lined up. Next, I'm going to show you what needs to be done to the fixing plate. So according to the user manual, which it came with, you select an air duct sponge of appropriate size. You remove the middle part and stick it on the fixing plate along the air outlet, and you ensure that the hole on the sponge corresponds to the hole on the fixing plate, like so. And you use as many as you need so that you have a nice tight seal for the AC unit. I am measuring my roof thickness, so I'm at about 2 inches. So according to the user manual, they have a chart here. So I am in between this right here, the 1.57 and 2.36 for roof thickness. So I need the air duct sponge thickness of 1.77. And it's about this one right here. So let's get this put on. Take off the sticky backing, make sure the hole is lined up. and put it on. So now I am going to install the fixing plate, and I'm going to make sure I have all the wires pulled through. Make sure you have the front part of the unit pointing towards the front of the RV. And once it's in place, I am now going to install those 4 bolts to hold it up. Now that I've got the 4 bolts in and it is nice and secure, I am going to connect up all the wiring. I've passed the RV wire here through the conduit gland here, so now I can connect it up. I'm now installing the air deflector panel, and I had to pass this wire through the gland, so I just have to attach this now with 4 screws. Okay, so it actually snapped into place to help hold it securely while you get those screws in. So wanted to point out, make sure again that this panel is facing front towards the front of your RV as indicated. All right, so let's get this filter on. It just snaps right into place. So now I'm grabbing that decorative panel. Make sure the front arrow is in the direction of the front of your RV. Let's connect the wiring. And let's put the panel up, starting with this side. Let's slide that on in. Make sure the wire is tucked. And then just gently press, and there you go. All right, let's power this up. Okay, it's turning on. It's set to cool to 70 degrees. Let's see what temperature it's at right now. So we're currently at 96. So I'm going to see how well it works, and we'll be right back. Now I've had the TurBro installed for a few days now, so let me give you my first impressions. First off, when I first turned it on, I was very surprised. It was much quieter than I expected. It measures around 55 to 57 decibels when laying on the bed, 3 feet directly below the AC. Also, installation was easy and straightforward and only took about 2.5 hours, including time taken to create this video. Next, the inverter works well on eliminating the startup power surge. As you can see here, it ramps up to the required power needs to meet the target temperature. No sudden surges. The AC was able to maintain a 75-degree set point even on hot 95-degree days. When I left the van in full sun, as you can see here, the AC averaged 1100 watts during the hot days, indirect sunlight to achieve the 75-degree Fahrenheit set point. However, at night, the power consumption drops significantly, only drawing around 375 watts on average to maintain the 75-degree temperature. Also, I recorded a top power usage of around 1400 watts and a low power usage of around 70 watts. A great feature is that this AC comes with an app which you can conveniently install and use on your cell phone. It works really well and allows you to access all the different functions of the AC while you're on the go. The AC does come with a remote, but I have not yet used it as the app is more convenient for me. I'll review the remote in an update video. Now, I was pleasantly surprised to find that this AC came with colorful LED lights around the air distribution plate. These are subtle lights, great for use at night. Now, from the outside of the RV, you can see that the AC is low profile. This is really nice and makes my B-Class RV much more discreet looking in my driveway. So in conclusion, I am really happy with the TurBro so far, and I'll create another video update. So thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to my channel and join me for many more videos. Bye for now.